go subscribe to my boy God Mills. I literally used to play with this man, with the NFL player, back in 19 and 20, before doing YouTube, before he was even uploaded. And I was actually watching and looking at some of his videos like, damn, this guy got some nice glitchy build videos and he's on the come up. And I seen it. Look at these numbers. Don't play around. Look at these numbers. Don't play around. So once I was like, okay, I commented on his video. I'm like, what's up? I'm liking the energy in his videos and stuff like that. Not knowing I already know him. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, he come in my stream. He hit me up and say, what's up? I'm like, okay, he came through. That's what's up. Yeah, I got to probably link up with him. He came in my second stream again. The next time he came in again. And then he was like, yeah, bro, we used to play in 19 and 20. And then my memory just came right back. Like, you really could lose your memory and everything could just really come back depending on certain communication. And hey, y'all go subscribe to my boy God Mills. We about to be doing a lot of collabs. It's about to be lit. Y'all go subscribe right now. Check out all his videos right now and let him know OG sent you. People, make sure you go subscribe to God Mills. I used to put, like, we gonna be doing collabs, real deal collabs. Like, I used to play with him in 1920. Some OGs probably know, some probably don't. Used to play with an NFL player. Y'all probably don't remember those days, but make sure y'all go subscribe to him. It's crazy that I even realized he's doing YouTube now. Like, it's about to be lit. Now look, I hate when 2K drops these patches, man. It be deeper than this. It's like, it's so annoying. Why put gameplay in big bold words? Like, why? Like, people think my last video was a lie, because now, like I said, man, if in my last video I told y'all in that mascot video, it's either going to be this season or the next season. 2K is doing a filler with this season because you see the reaction and responses. It's only going to go two ways. That's how I look at it. That's how I make my predictions. That's how I even analyze and break certain things down with them. So I have to base it off of their actions, what they get. So now I see this season of April. Okay, since it's Easter, they'll give a bunny. I get it. Cool. But in May, what they going to do then? It's like they're going to have to bring these mascots out and get people hyped. Everybody is thinking like they're not coming out at all. So once I see they got everybody in that kind of reaction and response kind of like feelings and stuff like that, and they dropping the fillers, and people don't know that they control that. They can choose what they want to put out for each season. They really made that choice to say, we're going to give y'all a bunny. Hey. Now look, just remember, if you stay tuned with my videos, just watch. See if these mascots don't drop. Just see. I'm telling y'all, they're going to do something to where they're probably going to make you have to pay a certain amount of VC for it, but I can see them dropping the mascots. They taking their time, they recycle and stuff. If they giving out bunnies, that's a filler. Now let's talk about the gameplay patches. This is the good juicy part of the video that you guys need to listen to that most people are not aware of. A lot of things have been changed of what I have noticed, and I'm going to make breakdown videos because I actually have to show proof as well, because some people just can't take my words because they just don't want to trust me. But passing has definitely got a touch on 2K, okay? Ball, like when you hold in the ball, right? When you have the ball in your hand and you holding the ball and you in the paint, or you just holding the ball and you standing still in triple threat position, you can no longer just sit there and hold that. Like, players with 90 still can come up and just start plucking you now and stripping you, depending on how you hold the ball or how much you have it exposed. So I'm seeing that they're starting to do more IRL realistic. See, that's realistic. I get it. I can understand that side of why they made that change. Secretly, and people are not seeing it. Some people, you see how guards are doing the left and right, and then they're just throwing the splits. They want to do this just so they can start reducing the kind of splits and making different type of plays play out in 2K gameplay. The ball control, like when you're dribbling and doing certain dribble moves, shooting has gotten a little hit from when you're players with lower three balls, because my big man has, I feel the hit, but it's like I can still time it. Had to switch certain badges up, put more shooting badges geared towards when I'm doing stopping and shooting at the 3-point line or catch and shoot. Certain badges that prioritize to that because they're making certain changes so the shooting can balance out. Secretly, you guys can't tell me you haven't been playing 2K recently and getting a little bit more stripped, or the ball has been getting a little bit more plucked. They are touching stuff on a small, slight scale level where you won't even notice sometimes, because if you play against different competition that's not that good, you're not going to notice these little nerfs and patches. But when I'm playing against good players that I can tell they're doing, you know, good players that can play a good bit of defense on me to where I have to actually work a little bit, then I'm noticing certain changes. Yes, that's when you can notice the changes in the fields. And then they try to make, and they give us all this extra, like, yo, this is nothing. What type of patch? This ain't no patch update. It's at the point to where 2K is doing this and people are just letting it slide. Like, this is not a patch update. What type of patch update is this? I have never even dealt with a build not being able to have the takeover it's allowed to have. Like, I haven't even ever dealt with that. I mean, I don't know what type of, that's a new fix to me. So what type of patch is this? When I know that there's been something that has happened to this game, that where the passing lanes and certain things with the steals, bullet passer feels a little bit faster on silver, certain higher levels, certain passing feels more increased. If you have a higher passing now, it feels better to pass. You're getting certain passes through. I came to the realization, I feel like if 2K starts to speak on what they actually be touching here and there when they're changing it, when they doing it, when I'm noticing these feels, because I'm actually deep into the game, I'm actually studying the game, paying attention to my animations, how they play out, how much time they play out in game actually against people, what I get away with, what I don't get away with. When I'm actually sitting down thinking of this and I feel these changes, there's no way they could tell me something is not being changed. And I feel like the reason why they don't do it is because it'll cause an uproar. Think about so many people's builds that maybe had certain stats, right? Let's say if a person had a 70 passing and that 70 passing, no, let's say if he had a 70 passing, it was good for him, right? But they upped it now. They changed it to where now you have to have like a 87 or high. It is like an 85, but let's just say the 70 was working for him, right? And he loved his build. And let's say they did this little patch and they made a few changes to where now that 70 ain't really nothing now. People just snatching your passes. They give me that, give me that. Now your build everything's feeling different. The gameplay kind of changed and everything. You're not really understanding, like maybe a patch could have dropped in. Now my build not really moving the same. They not gonna let people notice because that's gonna put people like, yo, I spent money on this, blah blah blah. That's gonna put people in the uproars. So that's the conclusion I come to, because there's no way this is some gameplay. And this is all y'all gotta say in gameplay? One little dot, one little black dot, address issues that could cause certain takeovers to be applied to player builds that I'm not even reading the rest of that. That is the real patch, y'all. Everything kind of on gameplay. I'm still testing it. That's why I said I have to make breakdown videos, because I'm still testing and seeing what the heck they have changed. Some of my builds feeling a little bit smoother in certain ends. Like they doing good changes and bad changes in certain ways that people could probably disagree with. I just adapt to it, but I be seeing it. All right. So I'm sorry I ain't give y'all no gameplay here. It's just me talking, but at least y'all see my face. Listen, hit the like, man. This is just a little light. I wanted to give y'all what the real patch is. A lot of people may not notice these things. Y'all gotta watch all my video breakdowns so y'all can be hit to when y'all actually listen to me break down this little patch video. It's gonna understand, it's gonna flow way more easier. Some people that's new, you may be like a little lost because you ain't hear me break down the mathematics. You ain't hear me go deep into detail. But pay attention. So do that, come back, hit the like.